Jarrett Dagg. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll call on you. Boss, in the back.
Jarrett, right off the bat, you got the call there, and then you got that touchdown, I believe, was it the late third or the fourth quarter? Tell me, how did it feel just to come right back into this one?
Yeah, like I've told you before, I pride myself on being prepared. Just because I don't take all the reps in practice doesn't mean I don't take them mental reps. So I'm always prepared, and when I got my number called, it's the same thing every time. I know I'm confident in myself, confident in my teammates, and I know they're confident in me.
Yeah, Jared, obviously you talk about being ready and prepared all the time, but coming into the middle of a game like that, really just not how difficult is it, but just how do you get up to speed so fast? Obviously you had the one play there and you guys got off the field, but how do you get in a rhythm so fast when you have to come into the game like that?
Yeah, I think it's just because I played a lot of ball. Going into my 6th year, I've been starting for 5, so I don't feel like it's nothing new to me, just go in and perform.
Josh.
Can you take us through that touchdown throw to Rajay?
Yeah, I think it was coming off a timeout, and we called the play, and there was a man beater in the play. So me and Rajay kind of looked at each other. If we get man, it's over, right? And then they showed us man, and we both knew exactly where the ball was going.
I believe you've been here, August to October. You're going close to 3 months. Just kind of talk about learning this playbook and being able to feel more comfortable coming into this game and knowing that you have a heavier playbook to use maybe than you first did when you were here.
Yeah, I think it's just I've been studying a lot, coming up after practice, studying in the morning. And I think I've got it down enough to where I really feel a lot more comfortable than I used to. Going out to practice, I used to, my head would be spinning with some new stuff, but now if we put some new stuff in, I can go out there and execute it.
Nick in the back.
You and Gunnar have shared a lot of time lately. Just kind of talk about the relationship you guys have. Kind of, I assume, rooting for each other each time both of you guys get in to help the game or help win the game for you guys.
Yeah, Gunnar's been great. I really never had, a quarterback in the room like him. I've really never been in a situation kind of like this either. But it just says a lot about the guy. When Coach Summerall said Gunnar was the one who said he wanted to go with hot hand. He came up to me and said, "You're hot right now, dude. If they ask me if I want to go, I'm going to tell them it's you." So that's really an unselfish thing to do and something I've really never seen been around the game. So I have a really good friendship with Gunnar. We hang out pretty much every day. I go to his house all the time. His family's great. So, he's just a great dude.
Everybody good? Appreciate it, Jared. Thank you. Rajay Johnson, questions? Jamal in the back.
Hey, Rajay, yeah, the wide receiver room does it again. Tez has the long touchdown run, and then you have the big catch there at the end to sort of win it there. Just talk about, week in and week out, you guys are making plays, whether it's you or Tez or somebody else, Jabri. I know he didn't play this week, but every single week it seems to be someone else.
Like coming into the season and like when I first got here, like the emphasis was that the receiver room lacked the leader. And so I knew coming in, it's like me being an older guy, before I came, Kyron Griffin was here, and he was the older guy. Like everybody knows, he's a military vet and all of that, but he hasn't had that much experience in football. And like what Jared said, I had a lot of experience playing football. This is my 5th year in college, and we knew just each week in and out, we want to be the best group on and off the field, and we prepare ourselves like that, and we just keep ourselves to a high level, and it's a brotherhood inside the room now because. Last year they said they had the outsides and the insides in different rooms, but all of us in one room this year. So I think that's really helping us out. And we meet with the quarterbacks on Thursday and Fridays to help us get over the game plan too.
You guys really had to grind out this win. The running game really sealed it for you at the end. So, do you love that part of the game when you get to grind it out, beat a team down, get first downs to win the game, or do you like those 4 touchdown win games?
A win is a win. Regardless of if I have 100 yards catching or DK has 100 yards running, if we can get the win with everybody enjoys the win. Nobody likes losing. And like you said in that last minute, that 4-minute situation, we've been in them situations where it's we need to keep our defense off the field because the defense has been holding us up and we want to hold the defense up. So it felt good, and then if you go back and look, I kind of made a key block, on that 3rd down, you know what I mean? But, yeah, shout out DK, he made me look good.
Right in front, Josh.
I noticed pretty much all you guys, the receivers, go to check on Tez while he was getting checked out. So can you just talk about a little bit of the relationship you guys have together as receivers?
Yes, sir. Like, basically what I said, like, before, like, yeah, I don't know if you guys seen Jabri out there. Like, we check on Jabri. Like, we call Jabri every day. We go to his house, check on him, see if he's doing all right. Jabri was actually here at the game, but his leg started hurting, so he had to come off. And then when we found out Tez went down, like, we brothers. And, like, as I said, we hold each other to a high standard, and, like, we want to make sure everybody's all right. So we went in the tent, checked on him to make sure he was good. And, like, he told us he was good. Like, we knew the previous, what he was banged up with. And so he'll be back next week.
Touchdown is man-on-man coverage, correct? And just tell me what you saw.
Yes, sir. So previously, like the one that Gunner threw earlier, like in the middle of the field, like I was on the safety and I knew it was man-to-man, and I won on the inside of that route before, but it was to the boundary, and I knew to the boundary when Gunner went out and then Jared came in. Gunner and Jared give me a weird look. Like when they see a man that they know that I'm a beat, and like that's pretty much with all our receivers. And I seen the look, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's a touchdown.
First year here at Troy, you guys have exceeded probably all expectations that everybody else outside of this team figured you guys would do. 5-2 this season. I believe the last couple seasons have been 5-7 or worse records. Just kind of talk about being able to come in here and immediately have such a high impact on the team and winning ball games like you guys have been winning.
Yes, sir. So head coach, SEC guy, D coordinator, Power 5 guy, OC, Power 5 guy, O-line coach, NFL coach. When you got those type of coaches in that caliber, like the standards already set high. And then banking off the defense, like when you got Carlton Marshall and KJ, like it's so much, you know. And like they always talk about the defense, and like we know our defense is good, but we want to up our level of play towards the defense. And like you said, the expectation, like our team, we knew we was gonna do this. Like we break it down on champs every day, and so we knew going into this that like this the expectation. So we want to make the bowl game, and we're trying to get in the championship.
I don't know if we'll get to talk to you on Monday or not. So, you played at UAB before, but now you're at Troy. Thursday's game, an in-state rival game against South Alabama. I don't know if you've been aware of what that game means to teams on both sides, but what are your first impressions, I guess, of being now a part of that?
Right now, I'm 2-0 against South Alabama because we play South Alabama and UAB, and it's the same thing. It's like when you play an in-state team, like it's automatically considered a rivalry, and like I feel the same passion that these guys feel because, like, me being in the team and, like, getting to know these guys, like, it's boiling up. Like, I feel what these guys feel, and, like, I'm a senior this year, too. Like, you want to go out on top. And so we know going into this week, like, it's a short turnaround. Like, we ready for this week. And, like, it's a lot of people had this game circled. And, like, I think South is on the top of this side, too, and we're on the top. Like, we take it one game at a time. But, like, now we're here. So can't be mad if they got to play us. So we ready. Yes, sir.
500 career tackles now, moving to 5th place all time in NCAA. We'll take questions from Carlton and
Carlton, if now that you've got this one behind you, I know South Alabama is kind of a special game for you as for all the team, but talk about going back to Mobile for the last time and playing those guys.
I know I sound like a broken record when I say we don't try to put one game ahead of another, but hey, they're on a hot streak right now. We're doing good right now, so it's time to tee it up. Let's go.
You got a helmet in the Hall of Fame. You got 500 tackles up on that board. How's it feel?
It's honestly, it means nothing. Like, that's a huge accomplishment to do something like that, but hey, it's all about getting the win and the conference championship. Please put this down. But the tackles are great and everything, but that's just icing on the cake for the end goal, and the end goal is conference championship. That's where our mind's set on.
Jamal?
So the defense, just talk about the defense, man. Obviously, you gave up those 2 touchdowns, but outside of that, really, you gave your offense a chance to put points up on the board. How do you feel about your performance today on that side of the ball?
The defense, of course, we had a few busts here and there, but I say we have to work on getting 11 hats to the ball. You know, we can't relax, can get out there. You know, oh, he might be down, he might step out of bounds, nothing like that. We can get 11 hats to the ball. I feel like we'll be fine, and that's kind of what we kind of gave up today. But I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen in the future.
5 wins so far this season. You still have pretty much half your season left to go. It's obviously a very different team that you've been a part of for the past couple years. Just kind of talk about what you guys have done this season and talk about how you've enjoyed being a part of it and coming back for your last season.
You know, it's just a brotherhood that we try to, you know, bring back. Because as everyone knows, these past 3 years haven't been our best. You know, we've let the standard slip. And the guys that came back this year, like, you know, for this game, Tron Folsom, Sam Levy, Trayvon Sanders, guys like that, Jeremiah Jones, those guys made a standard up here, and we dropped the ball on that as leaders, as the seniors of this team. So we're just trying to, you know, bring it back to what Troy, you know, was Troy known for being.
Anybody else for Carlton? Jamal?
Carlton, I don't know. A lot of guys came back, you know, once Summerall was named head coach. I don't know if you've talked about why you also decided to come back, but for you personally, why did you decide to come back and play for Coach Summerall?
You know, I saw it was some things I could definitely fine-tune to my game, and being coached under Summerall. And I don't want to say it's just Summerall. You know, Coach Polk, you know, he's definitely brought me, you know, miles ahead of where I was last year. You know, understanding concepts and how a defense actually works. Everybody on the same level, same string. You know, I can't ask for a better, you know, defensive coach or, you know, position coach. You know, so yeah, that's all I can say about that.
You want to talk to KJ too?
Nah, don't talk to me.
Everybody good? Yeah, all right. Thank you, Carlton.
Thank you, guys.